Hello friends, this is Professor Parth Thakkar and our today's topic is fin efficiency and fin effectiveness. These two terms are most important whenever we are discussing about fin or extended surfaces. So let's start with the first term, fin efficiency. Suppose our material of fin have infinite thermal conductivity. So what will happen in that case if material of our fin consists infinite thermal conductivity? So at that case the temperature of the fin will remain same throughout all the surfaces, which is nearly same as the base temperature. Suppose this wall temperature is 80 degrees Celsius and we attach one fin whose conductivity is infinite, then in very short amount of time the temperature at all the point of the fin will becomes 80 degrees Celsius. This is an ideal case, and in this case the maximum heat transfer rate can be possible, because at every point there is a temperature difference between system and surrounding will same. So in this case maximum heat transfer rate of the fin would be HA delta T. H convective heat transfer coefficient, A is a total surface area of the fin which is exposed to the surrounding, and the temperature difference here TB, because all the temperature is the same as the base temperature of the wall, so this is same as TB, and minus T infinite. T infinite is the surrounding temperature. So this is the ideal case, and from this ideal case we can find out maximum heat transfer rate possible for any fin. Now we compare our actual heat transfer rate of a fin with this ideal case, and that's how we can calculate efficiency of our system. So in reality we know that the temperature is going to decrease as we are moving from the base point to the edge of the fin. The temperature is going to drop because whatever heat is conducted from the base to the fin, simultaneously that amount of heat is rejected to the environment by convection mode, as well as there is a conduction resistance continuously offered by the fin material which resists the heat to flow in this direction. So these two reasons mainly responsible for temperature drop along the length of the fin. So efficiency of fin is the ratio of actual heat transfer rate of our fin to the maximum heat transfer rate possible for any fin, which is our ideal heat transfer rate for the fin if the entire fin were at the base temperature. This is happen when the conductivity of fin material is considered to be infinite. Now from this equation we can write down the actual heat transfer rate is equal to, we just cross multiply this quantity with efficiency of fin, so it will become efficiency of fin multiplied by heat transfer rate for the maximum case. We know that for the maximum case it would be H total surface area of the fin which is available for the convection, TB minus T infinite. This is the maximum temperature difference. Now for different type of case, we have first case which is for the long fin. We know that the actual heat transfer rate is under root of HPK TB minus T infinite. This is the base temperature minus T infinite, or this is surface temperature of the fin minus T infinite. For maximum case it is HA fin TB minus T infinite. So if we want to more simplify this equation, this temperature difference will cancel out. Now this is the area of total area of the surface area of the fin which is available for the convection, so it is perimeter into length. So instead of this area of fin we can write down perimeter into total length of the fin. So by simplifying this equation we will get 1 upon AL. In our previous lecture we use small m for under root of HP by K. In some book it is denoted by small a. So whether you are using small m or small a, it doesn't matter. It is the constant which is generated by under root of HP by Ka. So this is for in the case for long fin. For the case for insulated tip, the actual heat transfer rate is under root of HPK TB minus T infinite 10 hyperbolic ml. Here instead of m we denote by a, so 10 hyperbolic al. The maximum possible heat transfer rate is HA TB minus T infinite. So by simplifying this equation we will get 10 hyperbolic al upon al. So this is the fin efficiency for different cases. The total surface area, we know that the total surface area of the fin is perimeter into length. So area of the fin can be replaced by perimeter into length. Now let's talk about fin effectiveness. The purpose of fin is to enhance the heat transfer rate, but this is only possible when conductivity of fin is much higher. So use of the fins cannot be recommended unless the enhancement of heat transfer justifies the added cost and complexity associated with it. Because adding extra material to your system will increase cost. So it must increase heat transfer rate to compensate the increased cost. So to find out effectiveness of any fin is required, and we can easily find out the effectiveness by comparing it with two cases: heat transfer rate with case and heat transfer rate without case. In this example you can see that this is the wall whose base temperature is TB. This is the area, this is the cross sectional area where you attach the fin. So in case of no fin, this area is directly open for the convection. Whatever heat transfer going to takes place when there is no fin, it is done by convection mode. So this is convection heat transfer rate in the case of no fin. So it is HA delta T. So H area, this base area, and delta T temperature difference, which is TB minus T infinite, because the temperature at this surface would be same as TB. And actual heat transfer with fin. So when we attach fin to this area is going to be blocked by this fin cross sectional area, and whatever heat transfer here is happen by convection, now heat transfer from this area is going to be by conduction to the fin. So in this case, when there is a fin, the heat transfer rate, it is depend on either for long fin or short fin or with insulated tip. It depends on our case, but we can easily find out the effectiveness by comparing with fin to without fin. We know that in case of without fin, the heat transfer rate would be HAB base area into TB minus T infinite temperature difference. Now in this equation, if the value of effectiveness is 1, then adding fin to the surface does not affect heat transfer at all, because if effectiveness become 1, then Q with fin is equal to Q without fin. So heat transfer rate with fin is equal to heat transfer rate without fin. So adding extra material makes no sense. If effectiveness is less than 1, it indicates that the fin actually acts as a insulating, slowing down the heat transfer from the surface, because when you attach fin to that particular area, you are blocking that particular area for the convection heat transfer rate. So when effectiveness is less than 1, this situation can it indicates that fin is actually blocking that area and act as an insulation. So our effectiveness is must greater than 1, and that indicates that the fin are enhancing heat transfer from the surface, and it is must required for any fin that effectiveness should always greater than 1. So this is efficiency and effectiveness. Now effectiveness and efficiency are interrelated to each other. How? We know that the effectiveness is a Q fin, ratio of Q actual heat transfer rate with fin and heat transfer rate without fin. We can replace heat transfer rate without fin by HAB TB minus T infinite, and we know that from this equation that Q fin can be written as efficiency of fin into HA TB minus T infinite. So yeah, instead of heat transfer rate with fin, we can replace efficiency of fin H A fin TB minus T infinite. Now we know that this A fin is perimeter into length. In this equation, this temperature difference will cancel out, this H will cancel out, so the equation becomes area of fin to the base area into efficiency of fin. This is a perimeter into length and this is a cross section area on which we are going to attach the fin. So this is the relation between efficiency of the fin and the effectiveness of the fin. Now let's discuss most important topic, how to decide proper length of the fin. Once the material and cross section of fin are defined, the next step is to define appropriate length of the fin. As we know that higher the surface area, larger the surface area, higher the heat transfer rate. But how to decide proper length of the fin? From this diagram, we can see that there is a temperature versus length diagram. We know this is our base wall whose temperature is too high, TB as compared to environment, and one fin is attached with this wall to enhance the surface area and to increase the heat transfer rate. So first the heat will transfer from this base wall to the fin by conduction mode, and simultaneously there is a convection heat transfer between this surface of the fin with the surrounding. We know that there is a convection between surrounding fluid and this fin surface, and the heat transfer rate by convection mode is calculated as HA delta T. So surface area of the fin and convective heat transfer rate H is constant, so heat transfer rate Q is directly proportional to the temperature difference. So higher the temperature difference, higher the heat transfer rate by convection. So this is the justification of this graph, that we know that at this point when X is equal to 0, the starting point of the fin, the temperature of the fin is the same as the base temperature. So the temperature difference at the starting of the fin is much higher, and as we are moving from left to right along the fin, the temperature difference will decrease, because whatever heat is conducted from the base, there is a conduction resistance offered by the fin material, as well as the heat is continuously losing to the surrounding by convection mode. So as we are moving from left to right, the temperature at the location are going to be different. So it results in decreasing temperature difference and it results in decreasing heat transfer rate. So as in this graph, up to certain length of the fin, the delta T is high, that's why heat transfer rate is high. After crossing some certain length, the temperature difference between surface of the fin and the surrounding is low, so heat transfer rate will low. And after crossing certain length, there will be no temperature difference between the fin and the surrounding, so there is no heat transfer. So this length, this material of the fin is totally waste for us, and it create increase in cost as well as decrease the performance of the system, because it block a fluid flow which is required for the convection heat transfer rate. So how to decide the length of the fin is still a question for us. So to decide, to solve this question, we take a ratio. This is the ratio of Q fin, heat transfer rate of the fin, which have a finite length, to the heat transfer rate of the fin of infinite length fin. We know the heat transfer rate for the both cases. For the case which for the finite length, the heat transfer rate is under root of HPK TB minus T infinite 10 hyperbolic AL. In our case, we've written 10 hyperbolic ML instead of M constant. Here it is denoted by A, so don't get confused. This is same as ML. For infinite long case, our case number 1, the heat transfer rate was under root of HPK TB minus T infinite. So if we take ratio of this, it would simply these two terms are going to be cancelled out. The is equal to 10 hyperbolic AL. So from this ratio we can say that if the value of this 10 hyperbolic AL will become 1, then our fin with finite length will act as infinite long fin. I will repeat my sentence. If value of this 10 hyperbolic AL become 1, so if we cross multiply this Q long fin here, so it shows that our fin with finite length will give result as heat transfer rate as long fin. So when the value of 10 hyperbolic AL become 1, so here we have just a minute. Okay, here we have one table which shows the different value of A into L, and if by putting this value AL in this equation 10 hyperbolic AL, this is the different value of 10 hyperbolic AL with respect to this value of AL. So from this table we can see that for the value of AL, when the value of AL becomes 5, the value of 10 hyperbolic AL becomes 1. So at AL is equal to 5, our fin with finite length will act as Q as a long fin. But from these readings we can see that when value of AL is 3, if we put 10 hyperbolic 3, it will give answer 0.99, or for the 4 it will 0.999. So when value of AL is 3, our heat transfer rate of fin with finite length is 99% of heat transfer rate for the infinite long fin. Here we can see that at this point, suppose at this point the value of AL is 3, because at this point the heat transfer rate achieved, 99% of heat transfer rate is achieved, and beyond this length only 1%, beyond up to this length only 1% of heat transfer rate is achieved to complete 1. So mostly in practically the length of the fin is decided up to this value, for which 99% of the result, 99% of the heat transfer rate of the long fin is given by our finite defined length of the fin. So for this, so the value of AL, if the value of AL is greater than 3, the fin is to be considered as infinite long fin, and beyond that the length of the fin will increase just the cost of the system and will not make any input to the heat transfer rate. So this is how the length of the fin is going to be decided. You will clearly understand this concept after solving the numerical which is based on this length of the fin. So that's it for the today. Today we have learned effectiveness of the fin, efficiency of the fin, and most important, how to decide length of the fin. Thank you so much.